Oh, what encourages me to do this Sleepout is the passion to serve the community. There's a lot of people out there that are doing it tough. There's something like 120,000 people that live on the street every night. The community has really got behind this, and I do want to thank a few people, of course, all our supporters and our sponsors, our partners, Mission Australia, the Aeria Group, Canterbury Bankstown Chamber of Commerce, and of course Bankstown Airport. It's important that we actually try to tackle this issue together, because it's not a one-person issue, it's a whole community, a whole society issue. What we want to achieve tonight, or we've achieved over the last 4 weeks, is a couple of things. One of them is create awareness that this is a real issue in Canterbury Bankstown, and this is a real issue in New South Wales and Australia. And the other thing was to raise money. Our goal was to raise $15,000. Today, as of now, we're just over $26,000. So this is huge, and just grateful for every person that chipped in and not only put money, but also created that awareness, shared it on their social media posts, and shared it in the community. So it's fantastic. There's so many young kids that are ending up homeless, and not only kids but parents as well, or single mothers specifically. And it could be a number of factors. It could be drug abuse, mental health, domestic violence. There's many factors that we take into consideration. So all these could be factors of why we're seeing a rise in homelessness in young people and with people in general. Homelessness has almost doubled in Canterbury Bankstown since 2011. So if we keep ignoring it, it's only going to go up. We need to work together as a community to tackle homelessness before it gets bigger and much worse.
Bankstown Airport is a very large community, and we provide essential services to the community. So it really just fit with our ethos and what we're about. When the idea was first put to us, we jumped at it. We've got some great facilities here at Bankstown Airport that we use for aviation, but also non-aviation. This facility at Bankstown Airport Terminal lends itself to a very successful event. You can't sleep out, it's not for everyone, obviously, but yeah, absolutely support by a donation or encourage others to participate.
Addressing homelessness as a societal issue is really important. It's something that is everyone's responsibility. In Australia, we have 122,000 people who are homeless on census night, and that doesn't count all the hidden homelessness. So a wealthy country like ours, we shouldn't have homelessness, and we should all be taking that really seriously and looking at addressing homelessness, preventing it and addressing it as quickly as possible to make sure it doesn't reoccur. Homelessness is everyone's responsibility. So of course financial donations are really important, that really helps. It's about looking out for your neighbour, looking out for your colleagues. Sometimes someone may be at risk of becoming homeless and you can see the signs, whether they may be behind in their rent or they're struggling to keep a tenancy. There's things we can do to try and prevent that person from becoming evicted. So Mission Australia works to address homelessness at many different levels. Firstly, we deliver homelessness services. So we help people in accommodation, we help people to sustain their tenancies to where if they have a risk of losing their tenancy. We also deliver programs to address domestic and family violence, to help people escaping violence so that they can be safe. We also do advocacy, so we advocate to the government to put more funding into housing. We've been advocating, say for New South Wales for example, we've been advocating that the New South Wales government invest to build another 5,000 homes every year in social housing, because we really need more social housing in Australia. We also do a lot of prevention, early intervention work. So we work on community development, strengthening communities, supporting families who may be at risk, supporting vulnerable young people. So all of those programs help to prevent homelessness. But at the same time, when people do become homeless, we work on providing housing and accommodation to help them move on to independent housing. Well, collaboration is very important to addressing homelessness, because one sector alone can't do it, one stream of government alone can't do it, and one community organisation alone can't do it. So we have to collaborate, we have to work together so that we can pool our resources. Everyone has different strengths to bring. Mission Australia is really strong in delivering social services. Local councils are really strong in the planning system and environmental planning, and so they can help in that way to increase the supply of affordable housing in the way planning approvals happen. You know, they can really work with developers to make sure that they are providing some of the housing stock as affordable housing. There's no perfect solution that anyone has, and I think those people who are skeptical, I'd say do what you can. Get involved in a program you do believe in, get involved in a charity or an organisation that you believe in. I think we can all, you know, roll our sleeves up and do what we can.
We feed 1,600 hungry people every day. It's about 40,000 meals a month, so that we know only too well the problems of homeless people. The first thing we have to do is raise the funds, then we have to get the staff to work with the people. The main thing many homeless people need is a home, a room, something. But so many of them have got disabilities and problems like that, so they need special help. So that as well as the accommodation, you need the special help and the support to keep them in the rooms that they get. We work with a large number, very large number of women escaping domestic violence. So we will have people coming to us not just for food, but they've moved out of home. Where do they go? What do they do? A lot of them don't speak the language properly. Imagine if you're a mum and you need your 8-year-old daughter to translate for you. And homeless people have all these problems because they need to be a better banker than a banker, they need to be a better lawyer than a lawyer, and a better social worker than a social worker, because they're on their own. And what we try to do, like what Mission Australia try to do, is help people where they are on the position right now and give them all the support we can do. The one issue homeless people face is fear, because you have to find somewhere safe to sleep night after night after night, and that gradually wears your self-esteem away. Not only have you lost supports, but you're actually in a dangerous situation, particularly if you're a woman. So the mental health effect of that is like dripping water. It affects you badly. There's a famous saying, as the moving finger writes and having writ moves on. Today it might be homelessness, tomorrow it will be some other issue. It's a constantly morphing change, and we need to be on top of that and help people in the situation where they are right now.